Yes, Kopish community, welcome back to another Views of View. Liverpool have just beaten Nottingham Forest 3 goals to nothing. But before we get into the football, I just want to say thoughts and prayers go out to Luis Diaz. It's not an easy time what he's going through with his family. So I hope they are all okay, and the Colombian authorities are able to sort everything out for him and his family. But and also, it was a very nice tribute by Diogo Jota after scoring the goal. That was really nice to see. Shows how much of a family club we are. But to get into the game now, the best way to describe this performance was just very, very professional. Very professional. You can see. I don't even think that like Nottingham Forest had one shot on. They had one shot on target, which was right at the end, and it was a routine save for Allison. I mean, I think they had maybe about 3 or 4 big chances, if you could even say that. I think 2 or 3 of them came from Elanga, and behind at the far post behind Trent, and the other one was, I think, Dominguez fumbled the bag from a cutback. But for the most part, I thought we controlled the game really well. We handled them so well. You could see from minute one, they were they had a flat 5-4 in front, and then Elanga was basically floating around trying to pick up, just trying to just get in behind space behind Van Dijk and the fullbacks, or Konate in the fullbacks, and he got no luck really, to be honest with you. In Liverpool, yes, they could have probably played a bit better, but against these types of low block teams, you need to be you can't throw everything at them, and you could see that in the first half an hour before we scored. You could see that we created a few half chances, like we got the ball in some dangerous areas. We kind of tested the keeper, but we were patient, and our patience and our perseverance paid off, because after huffing and puffing, we eventually just blew the door down off their house, and 2 quick goals in transition, and we basically just completely threw their game plan out the window. And you could see towards the end of the first half, like, they kind of had to be more progressive. They switched to they kept the 5, but they switched to like a 2 in the midfield and a 3 wide players, tried to press a bit more, and it just played into our hands because we were just able to just move the ball around a lot more fluid. We were able to just pick them apart and get the ball into dangerous areas. And then finally, that their goalkeeper was just flapping at nothing. And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised that he did that, because the first goal, Diogo Jota, he basically just puts the ball into his feet. He assists Diogo Jota, and then obviously he calls for the ball. His defender leaves it, and then he fumbles it because he realised he's outside the box. He can't use his hand, and just basically allows Mo Salah gives Mo Salah an open goal, man. And honestly, it's just it's wonderful, clean sheet, man. I just the best thing ever, It's clean sheet. The washing machine don't need to go on. You don't need to dry it. You don't need to you don't need to fold anything, iron anything, nothing. It's all good. It's perfect, cozy. It's such a comfy game of football, man. It was such a comfy game of football, and of course, Forest have a lot of injuries and whatnot, and that's fine. But it was such a we did everything we needed to do, but and that's the most important thing. Just get the job. This is what's in front of you. This is the team. This is who they have. Just get the job done, and we did. And not, I wouldn't say easy, but but quite straightforward. It was a very routine performance from us, man. One player that I want to highlight today is Dominic Szoboszlai, man. He's just sublime. He's a superb footballer. In the first half, you can see like the positions that he takes up, and that's probably like one of his best attributes. One thing that we don't talk about enough about him is his, even though we've only just signed him, is his IQ and the positions that he takes up. Like, for example, like Mo Salah early on, you could see that guy Murillo was basically touch-tagged him. He couldn't go long. So what did Mo do? Very intelligent. He drops off. So he drags this guy with him further and further and further down our right-hand flank. And then what does Dominic Szoboszlai do? He starts coming across and overlapping. And that's how we score the second goal. Mo Salah drags his man away. Dominic overlaps, drives the ball to the byline, cuts it back, bang, goal. And and again in the second half today, you could see that he was rotating between him and McAllister were rotating. So he was basically playing DM, and picking up the ball from the goalkeeper, spreading the play. Again, he's responsible. Of course, the goalkeeper messes it up as well, so that's a bit of fortune. But he's the one that launches the ball long for Salah. to get onto it, and he registered his first 2 assists today, man. He's just been brilliant. I haven't spoken about him enough this campaign so far, and I just think today was just a total midfield performance. Like he was everywhere, tackles, passing. I don't think he got many shots off at goal, but just creating havoc, just opening up space. Like he's just IQ is just insane, man. Like he's a brilliant signing. Probably one of the signings of the season, in general in the Premier League, and I want to see more of this, man. I want to see him. I would like to see him getting on the score sheet a bit more. But for now, I'm really happy with the guy. I'm really happy with the result. And remember, people, like the video, comment, please send in your viewers review, and subscribe if you haven't, of course. And I'm out. Peace.
We them boys. Holla, holla, holla. We're making noise. Liverpool 3. Nottingham Forest 0. So let me just talk through the game, we don't know. So, guys, what a performance, Truss. What a performance. I would say that was probably one of the more convincing performances from the Reds. I would say that, yes, it's Nottingham Forest. Yes, we understand that Nottingham Forest, I think, at the beginning of the game, were probably lucky to even think about coming away with 3 points at Anfield. So I don't think they were really geared towards thinking to themselves that they were going to get anything from the game. However, typical Nottingham Forest, away from home to a more superior side, they tend to drop deep as usual and actually said to Liverpool, come on guys, break us down if you dare. But here's the thing. This is what I think is different from last season, is the fact that we have players in our side, in our team, that can actually break down the stubborn defences like Nottingham Forest and the like. I just want to talk again a bit around our midfield, because even though we haven't got the likes of Thiago, we haven't got the likes of Bacetic, we haven't got the likes of Jones today. We had Gravenberch in there. Probably wasn't one of his best games, but I think the game in the midweek may have sort of crept upon him a bit, and hence he's lethargic, and that's why Klopp took him off. But again, something different from last season is that the game management of our manager. Now, we could argue and say, well, actually, last season, he didn't have those players to actually have that game management. But this time, fair play. So he took him off. McAllister, still not a number 6. And I think with better sides, having him as a number 6 will struggle. But today, wasn't too bad. Endo came on, did a bit of a cameo for the last part of the game. If we just had a number 6 in there who had a bit of presence, a bit of dominance, a bit of power, who could break up play and various other bits and bobs and just shift the ball on. If we can get that person in January, if we can hold out till then, guys, I think maybe, just maybe, there might be that possibility. Who knows? Final thought goes out to Luis Diaz, of course. Great thought from Jota there. I don't know what's going on in relation to the reasons why. Obviously, we think about him being quite a figure in Colombia. So whoever's tried to do what they're trying to do could be for a financial gain. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've heard in various news outlets that both parents have now been found and rescued and various other things, but there's also been other things to suggest that father hasn't been found yet. I don't know, but let's just pray and hope that he's safe. And we also hope that Luis Diaz is able to, because it's quite a traumatic situation. And, all our hearts and prayers go out to him in particular and his family. So, guys, like at the beginning of this particular video, we them boys, Liverpool Football Club. What a club. And before I sign off, guys, everybody, all the Kopish community, please comment, like, subscribe, share. And please also, guys, let's keep this element of Kopish going. Video reviews, guys. This gives you the opportunity, if you're not calling in, gives you opportunity to talk about the game, gives you opportunity to talk about the team, gives you opportunity to talk about various things in relation to Liverpool Football Club. Serious thing. And I would love to, I was watching one of the shows and you guys are trying to suss out in Japanese. Long time, killer man. That was just crazy. And I'm not even going to try to repeat it because I don't speak Japanese. So I'm not even going to go there. But everybody, Kopish, Drifty Kalma, big up yourselves. Hard working as usual, bringing out some fantastic content. Keep up the good work. And the Kopish community, blessings, keep safe. One day we could be here, the next day we could have gone. So treat every minute and bless every minute that you have. Until next time, people. Megan.
Big up Team Kopish. Another game dusted. Another 3 points. Another dominant performance. Another win. These are the days, guys. These are the days we need to be alive and cherish these results and performances. It's been a really good game. It's been very dominant, like I said. I think everyone performed well throughout the park. Midfield was looking good. If that was Gravenberch's worst game, then hey, all power to him, because things can only get better, right? We've seen what he can do before, and that's it. Let that be his worst game and let him just bring the good games from now on. The defense has been looking really solid as well. But hey, again, it was at Anfield and it was Nottingham Forest, so it did not seem like it would be much of a challenge, not like how it was last year, but still, a game is a game, an opponent is an opponent. Now, up front, Jota, Nunez and Salah, they were doing quite remarkably well, but good on Jota, the mention for Luis Diaz of what, regarding his situation at the moment, and that was really that was something. It just felt so nice, seeing the team being supportive to each other, and these are the things we love as fans, and it's looking really well. It's looking really good. We just need to carry on these sort of performances, and let's see what happens, guys.